In the meantime, this is where I get off.
What the fuck? Half-Life 2 is a game that, in case you've been living under a rock for the past 19 years, is wildly praised for being amazing in its use of storytelling, atmosphere, and of course physics. That's because of its advanced physics engine it was built off of, the Source engine. Because of that, it is commonly regarded as being one of the greatest games of all time. And that's why I never played it. See, because of the game's sheer monumental status and thriving community, I just wasn't comfortable playing a game that everyone has played before me. I felt like I was 20 years too late. But then I got bored one day and thought, hey, why not? So then I got to work and then realized that Macs don't support 32-bit games. I was at a loss. It felt like this was a demon I had to slay. But that was until... I stumbled across this absolute mad lad named Nillaruza. This MF somehow ported the Source engine to Android. And somehow it ran well? What? Yeah, the lag you're seeing right now is caused by Mobazin because there is no native screen recorder built in for this app since it isn't part of the Google Play Store. While the controls may look like complete and utter dog shit right now, it's actually fully customizable. You can move the buttons any way you want, and I managed to find a layout that I was comfortable with. And with that lengthy introduction, I present to you the review. Upon booting up Half-Life 2, I was greeted by this MF, the G-Man. Having him greet me in such a way filled me with a sense of hope for the adventure ahead. And oh boy, what an adventure it was. From start to finish, this game had me captivated. Its clever use of its physics engine, the gameplay, the gunplay, and the puzzles kept me going throughout the entirety of this game. It all felt so fluid. For example, the part where you go into Ravenholm, the zombie-infested mining town, you are able to use this gravity gun thing to pick up saws and throw them at zombies to cleanly slice them in half. Everything in this game feels so dynamic and full of life. I especially love how there are no cutscenes and everything is set in real time. If so, everything that you see is happening within the game and is not a pre-recorded cutscene. Because of that, you get instances where you feel totally immersed because the characters are interacting to you directly without you having to pick a dialogue option or anything. And I think having the character be silent really adds to the immersion. Another thing we have to talk about is the way this game introduces new mechanics to you. I love how this game drip feeds you new mechanics every now and then between chapters to introduce a new gimmick and gameplay style to each chapter. For example, one of my favorite parts of this entire game was the part where you lead these bug things called antlions. You spend majority of the game killing them, and now you are able to rule them as their leader, and it really makes you feel powerful. And that's the way it makes you feel captivated throughout the entire game, by sprucing up the gameplay so it doesn't feel repetitive. And also, I gotta say, this sequence where all of your weapons are strapped away from you and the only thing you're left with is the gravity gun is amazing. I freaked out and thought, holy moly, fizz gun from Gmod, no way. But with every good thing comes a very, very, very bad thing. And in this case, it was the mud skipper. Oh, this f***ing thing. Never before have I ever hated a video game vehicle more than this. I wanted it to make like the Titanic and just sink already. I hated every second of it. 1, it controlled like shit, and 2, it just wasn't inconvenienced the whole time. It went for too long. Water hazards is the worst chapter in Half-Life 2, changed my mind. No, it's not just because I was on mobile. I tried with a controller, I tried with a keyboard. In every instance, I just couldn't get this thing to go straight. I don't know what it is. It could be my phone, it could be me, I just don't know. Like I said, this chapter goes for far too long. Why did Valve make the editorial decision to make this chapter go on for so long? It felt like an eternity. It took me 3 days to beat this chapter, man. I need help. At one point, I was even tempted to just put down the game and call it quits. I just couldn't do it anymore. But then I realized, holy moly, there's 15 chapters in this game. Another thing. Why does this game have to be so spooky, scary? Take this, foul beast. Anyhow, I want to thank y'all so much for watching. I can't believe I got like 1.9k views on the shitpost shorts video I did. That's incredible. I also gained my first 11 subscribers from that, so that's amazing. I did this video because I feel like the Half-Life community needed like a fresh take to like realize whether or not they're viewing this game through like rose-tinted glasses. And I'll have to say, as a person who played it like once, no, it still holds up to this day. It's incredible. And yeah, I'm happy to have played it. Thanks for watching. Rate 5 stars on Yelp and subscribe. See ya.